Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to episode 7 of my Traveller's Notebook with Freckled Fawn series. So I'm just doing a quick flip through here of where I'm at currently. And I'm going to be working using, as I said previously, just bits from Freckled Fawn. So I've got these pre-cut papers that go into the Traveller's Notebook. These make it super quick and easy to pull a layout together. So the photograph I've chosen, it's another photograph from our or my little scrapbook retreat thing that I had with friends at the house, and we laughed and joked about the fact that it did look like we were a girl band. So this is going to be our album cover if we do decide to release an release an album. I'm not too sure we'd have much of an audience for our singing voices. So I'm taking inspiration from this paper, and I'm also taking inspiration from previous scrapbook layouts that I've done. So I was having a look back through some of my older layouts, and this is how I sometimes find inspiration to be able to not necessarily scrap lift myself, but scrap lift ideas of something that I've done previously. So going back a couple of years ago, there was a layout going around of a fringed heart, and I think I did that about that time as well. And so I thought, well, I'm going to try some fringing on here, and I saw the perfect paper. So the culmination of seeing that stripy paper and also having a look back through, and that's a great way to be able to give yourself a fresh lease of inspiration. So go back and scrap lift yourself, because it won't ever look the same, and it'll end up in more than likely a different album, and who cares if it looks the same anyway. So that is my one piece of advice. If you're ever going through a scrappy slump, then go back and find some inspiration from work, from layouts, or any sort of scrappy project that you've done previously. Then go back and have a look at that. So I only wanted that fringing to go about halfway up, and then I've cut in half one of the other pattern papers. I say papers, it's not, it's actually cardstock. These inserts are actually thicker cardstock, so I love the fact that they just coordinate so well. So I'm going to back the top half of that with that diagonal one, and on the opposite side it's the numbers 1 to 10, and I've already used that for a layout. So I decided that I was going to use the stripy paper, and look how well that it all just matches with the paper that I used at the bottom. So I turned my photograph black and white for this. It's going to work really well with all the colours that are going on. And I don't do green, and I don't do yellow, but I'm using green and yellow because that's the colours of this kit, and I'm okay with that. Mixing it in with that pinky peach and toning it down with the white really helps to make it not so unbearable for me, if that makes sense. So if I really hated the colours, then I wouldn't be using it, but I absolutely love the combination of colours in this one. So I am good with that. So I tried to cut down, I had another one of those strips already cut into, and I have decided I'm going to use that because I want to use the same technique over on the right hand side as well. So I'm going to use that as an underlining piece almost. So I'm using that "Everything is Awesome" as the title, and so I'm going to use another one of those little fringed pieces on this side to bring the two themes together. And then I decide to bring in some of the embellishments from the kit as well. As I mentioned on the previous videos, there is a $50 gift card giveaway back on the first video in the series. So if you want to enter for that $50 gift card giveaway, you need to be quick because that is closing at the end of this week. And in addition, if you are placing a separate order, then there is a $10 off a $30 order. And all the information is in the comments section down below. There we go. That's all I need to tell you on this video. So I'm just adding in some of this washi. And again, when I add washi strips on like this, I like to tear both ends. I don't like the finished straight edge on washi. So I've just torn both ends of it. And then I'm going to use one of these labels as well. And that's going to add my date on. I've really got into the habit of date stamping everything now. And I know conversations were going on actually about what date you have that your date stamp goes up till. Actually, I'll be interested. Leave me a comment down below to tell me what date stamp you've got and what date it goes up to. This particular one here is I can't remember which one it is actually. It might be a Chimel one, and it goes up to 2023. And I know that some people, oh, is it Pebbles? I'm trying to see every time I move it. Yeah, I think it goes up to 2023. So if I can find anywhere that stocks this one, I know that some people in some of the Facebook groups that I'm in were saying that they couldn't actually find anywhere that did anything past 2018, which obviously is no good. So if I do find anything, then I'll leave it in the description box down below. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just add some of these little enamel stars and circles. And this is the layout pretty much finished. I'm just going to balance it off with some of the circle ones over on the right hand side. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this video has brought you some inspiration. I'm just going to pop that back into the page protector there. If it has, then as always, it'd be really helpful for me if you give me a thumbs up, leave any comments down below and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.